Another deep dive. Today, we're heading into the heart of India, Uttar Pradesh specifically. We're digging into some really hidden stories, forgotten history, local folklore, things that are, well, hard to explain easily. It's this mix of mystery and old wisdom. Really fascinating stuff waiting.
Absolutely. And our mission really is to pull out the most compelling bits from this cultural heritage. These stories, they give you such a profound look into local beliefs, human imagination, and how people make sense of their world, whether it's, fact or just enduring legend.
Okay, let's jump into the first one. Picture this. Near Barabanki, there's this village tale about a Nawab's palace. A Nawab that's like a regional ruler. And the story is his palace was cursed. Cursed to sink right into the earth overnight.
Yeah, right, because he supposedly disrespected a wandering sadhu, a holy man, and poof, the earth just swallowed it.
Yeah, exactly. But here's the kicker, the detail that makes it so intriguing. Locals claim that during the monsoons, parts of the stone walls actually reappear right there in the fields.
It makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Totally. About the stories embedded in the land itself.
And culturally, this is really insightful. It shows this deep belief in almost immediate cosmic justice. It's not just about a curse. It's like a moral lesson built into the landscape.
Yeah.
Suggesting the earth itself remembers, reacts. It's an active part of the moral order in that worldview.
So, the earth reacting. What about echoes in human memory? Let's shift from landscape legends to personal history. Near Jhansi, there's this really compelling story, documented apparently, but never fully investigated, about a boy born in 1983 who claimed to have these vivid memories of fighting the British. Back in 1857, he described specific weapons, war cries, even called Rani Lakshmibai Didiji?
Didiji, like an affectionate term for an older sister.
Yeah. The detail is striking.
These kinds of reincarnation claims, they pop up globally, especially linked to big historical events or traumas, like the 1857 rebellion. Often, beyond the literal claim, they function as a way for a community to grapple with unresolved history. They keep these struggles, these figures, psychologically alive. Maybe it's a form of collective memory preservation or even healing.
Interesting perspective. Okay, from battlefields to the wild. Dudhwa National Park, there's a tribal tale there about a fire goddess.
A fire goddess.
Yeah, who appears before disaster strikes, described with glowing red eyes. And supposedly, trees near her catch fire spontaneously, no spark needed. They say she warns about natural imbalances, especially before big droughts. Seems pretty mythical, right?
Well, yes, but it could also be seen as a profound form of indigenous ecological knowledge. Think about it. Vital survival information about droughts or environmental changes. It wasn't just observed, it was encoded into this powerful spiritual figure. Makes the warning unforgettable, passes it down through generations. It's nature's power personified.
Right, encoding wisdom. Okay, let's go to Varanasi. This one's a bit eerie. A folk artist's puppet. Locals swear it moves completely on its own.
On its own, without strings.
Without strings, yes. But only during Shravan, that sacred monsoon month, performing full gestures. The rest of the year, it's apparently kept locked away. Scholars tried to debunk it, naturally, but the belief persists. It's Putli Devi, a dancer's spirit.
That's a fantastic example of how art and the spiritual often merge in folklore. It really speaks to the power of belief, doesn't it? How it can sometimes override rational explanation. An object becomes a vessel for something otherworldly, shows deep reverence for artistry and the supernatural.
Okay, we've got time for a few quick ones, just glimpses into other Uttar Pradesh legends. Chunar Fort, ever hear of the Shadow Twins?
Can't say I have, specifically.
Two soldiers, apparently from Sher Shah Suri's time, haunting a corridor, guarding a secret treasure map, the story goes.
Classic. Duty beyond death. Guarding secrets. History echoing in the stones.
Then, Fatehpur. A hidden tunnel, supposedly used by freedom fighters. People tried to excavate it, but weird accidents kept happening, so they stopped. Elders there claim the tunnel breathes at night.
Breathes. That personification again. Merging history and myth to protect a place, maybe? Giving it a life of its own.
And one more, Sitapur, the Gomti River. During a bad drought in the 70s, an old woman performed a ritual, pleading for water. Then a sudden storm, and the river flowed again. Locals are convinced the river answered her.
That speaks volumes about the connection to nature as a living, responsive entity. Not just resources, but sacred presences. Divine power in the everyday world. All these stories, they just show the incredible richness, the diversity of local narratives, history, belief, daily life, all woven together.
So quite a journey we've taken. Sunken palaces, reincarnated soldiers, fire goddesses, moving puppets, all from Uttar Pradesh. A real blend of history, mystery, and deep-seated local belief.
Exactly. And whether you see them as literal fact or powerful folklore, these narratives offer such valuable insight. Insight into a culture's values, its fears, its hopes. They aren't just old tales, they're living stories.
Absolutely. Which brings us to a final thought for you, listening. What hidden stories, what forgotten narratives might be woven into the landscape right where you are, waiting to be uncovered?